Hi, I'm Andy with EcoCha, and here we are with batch number 19 of the EcoCha Tea Club. And this month we have a Shui Oolong. Shui translates literally as red water. And it's gotten its name due to the relatively substantial oxidation of the leaves when they are cured. This is a traditional type of tea, most likely originating in mainland China, given the pre-modern tea making methods that inevitably existed. But it continued in Taiwan, particularly in the Lugu township area, and coinciding with Dongding Oolong, basically. Before Dongding was promoted commercially in order to counteract the flurry or the large-scale promotion of high mountain tea in the 1980s and 90s. Shui was a commonly made tea locally before this area became commercially developed as a tea-producing area. So along with Dongding, Shui was a local tea specialty, and basically the difference between Dongding Oolong and Shui Oolong is, number one, the oxidation level. Shui is more significantly oxidized. The leaves are allowed to wilt and oxidize more before they are exposed to high heat to stop that process. And then Shui is not roasted after it's completely dried, whereas Dongding Oolong is known for its significant degree of roastedness. So, probably about 40 to 50% oxidized the leaves are, and then just roasted until the moisture content is completely depleted in the leaves, but without resulting in any significant roasted flavor in the brewed tea. Traditionally made teas have their own logic, as you might imagine. Pre-modern production methods were geared toward preserving the flavor and the freshness of any food item, including tea. So while green tea has been famous and in demand in China for hundreds of years, there have been locally produced teas, or perhaps not so in wide demand, based on various things like the Emperor's Choice and what was preferred and became popular through the aristocracy, those type of things. In my mind, there are these local traditions throughout China and then consequently Taiwan, where people harvested and cured teas to have a distinct character and to maintain their freshness and to not have them go off or significantly change in their flavor profile over time without the help of vacuum sealed bags and various modern methods of preserving freshness. So Shui Oolong has seen a revival here locally. I'm sitting here in Lugu Township in Nantou County, Taiwan, as I brew this, due to a sort of renaissance in tea culture in Taiwan. There has been, over the last 20 years, a significant trend of tea art, as it's called, or bringing many aspects of traditional art, including pottery and tea making and tea ceremonies, integrating these traditions into a new age, you might say, of a local culture. And this has been exciting and meaningful to watch, and part of it is the revival of pre-modern teas such as Shui Oolong, and bringing back these traditions that existed before the commercialization of tea production here in Taiwan. So we're very happy to see this, as part of EcoCha's mission is to promote and preserve the local traditions here via being a foreign consumer. We're representing the foreign consumer population as a brand in Taiwan that is demanding, or at least showing great appreciation for these type of traditional teas and these local specialties. So it's sort of a quiet little gem, this Shui Oolong. People know about it here. It's becoming, it's kind of a buzzword just in the last few years on the international level, in chat rooms and various places where tea geeks talk about their favorite types of tea. And we are very happy to finally be able to share a batch of locally grown, locally produced Shui Oolong tea from Fenghuang, or Phoenix Village in Lugu, Taiwan. So what kind of character does this tea have? Well, given the significant level of oxidation and the absence of roasting, it has a noticeably sweet character. Kind of a dried fruit, a little bit of tanginess. No bitterness, really. It's a sweet, tangy character. There's a significant nose in it. It's not floral, though. It's more like a cured or a dried papaya or apricots or something like that. Very satisfying, very soothing. There is a dry enough finish to remind you that you are drinking tea and not some flavored drink. This ability and knowledge and skill that goes into processing a tea and bringing out a balanced, sweet character, to us represents that traditional skill. It's a time-consuming process. The leaves have to be manipulated by hand, probably, well, definitely multiple times as much as a high mountain tea, perhaps twice as much as a Dongding oolong tea, in order to get the even and balanced oxidation in the leaf that produces this type of flavor profile. So there you have it, Shui Oolong from Phoenix Village in Lugu Township, Nantou County, Taiwan. We are once again honored and privileged to be able to seek out and find these small batch, locally produced traditional specialties that are seeing a revival, and the people that have the skill to make them are now seeing that there is a demand, and they're inspired to proudly represent their local tradition. And this is the heart of the matter for us. We think you're going to like this tea. Please let us know what you think. Share your photos, comments, videos of your tea tastings. Let's learn about tea together, because that's really the essential idea behind the EcoCha Tea Club. Thanks for being with us, and we'll see you next month.